Hey y'all, welcome back to the Mooney channel. Today is a different approach. We're going for a bit more real talk and serious discussion because of some of the events that have been happening here in Canada where I am, and just in general what's going on. Today, obviously you've read by the title, COVID-19. Very basic topic of discussion for today, but I decided, you know what, why not do it, because honestly, it's a really big issue right now. One thing, I do have another video coming up soon. It's a collab with TSB Fishing, but it's coming way later. I just want to get this video out now. Because it's an actual real important thing to talk about than most of the other ideas I had. So COVID-19 cases are actually rising here in Canada, and it is surprising to me because when COVID first came here, a lot of it was in the US. Most of the spikes were happening in the US. It didn't really happen a lot here, but already just 47 minutes ago, BC recorded 17 deaths from COVID-19, and nearly 2,000 cases were confirmed over the weekend, and a vast majority of them were in the Lower Mainland where I am. So I wear a mask. I wear a mask when I go to school. I wear a mask when I go outside. I wear a mask pretty much anywhere I need to go. I know how to keep myself safe. I wash my hands all day, every day. But this is really surprising to me because for me, when I first heard of COVID and it was showing up, I was like, Canada's probably not gonna do it. Canada's probably safe. I don't know why I thought that. I thought that we were gonna be all fine and this wasn't gonna be like an actual problem, but it is a problem. So when I first read this, I obviously knew, okay, nearly 2,000 cases, we're probably gonna get more. When I was talking with my dad about this earlier, like a few weeks ago, he told me that during Halloween on the streets, he saw people partying on Halloween without a mask. Young people without young kids, like teenagers, without a mask. They weren't wearing a mask. They were just in their costumes, eating and partying without a mask. Now my dad came home and he told all of us that's really bad, especially even for young people. Now most of you will be thinking, okay, they probably wear masks any other day. Some people may also think, oh, they're young, they're probably not gonna get COVID. Okay, sure. Here, let's talk about this. My dad, he said, okay, if the young person does get COVID, for example, but they don't show signs of it, they don't breath shortages, or they are tired all the time, and they don't show any signs of sickness, they hang out with an older person. They hang out with their grandpa or their grandma. Anybody that's way older than them, they could give the virus to them, and then the older person will show signs of sickness. Now, obviously, I'm young. Sometimes, I do hang out with my friends. That's the thing. I do hang out with my friends. I have a friend group, and we go to RC sometimes. We go to our local mall. We hang out there, but we always bring a mask. We always have a mask. What if you could pass the virus on to an older person? What if? Just what if? Now, don't quote me on this, because if you want to do more research, you can do more research. It is surprising for people that thought, like me, that thought that Canada's not going to have the most cases, or it's not going to spike a lot. There is a rule now here where I am in BC that there's a fine if you hang out with like a full-on group in like malls and stuff. I mean, I've learned about that already. I do hang out with my friends still, but not as often as I used to, but I do hang out with them. I admit to that. But if you hang out almost every day and plus you don't even wear a mask, that's bad news for you, obviously. So just a reminder, wear your mask, wash hands, be safe, and if you're sick, stay home. If you show signs, stay home. I also want to talk about this, pulled up here, since almost the Christmas season, the Christmas time is coming up. My Christmas trees are already set up. I've already known what I wanted for Christmas. An update on the CTV News website. This is brand new. I've just pulled this up. November 23rd update. Due to updated health orders in BC, many of the in-person events that were previously approved have been suspended. Those looking to celebrate should contact the venue first to ensure it's still open. Christmas time is a really good time for everybody in the world. Several things in Metro Vancouver have been cancelled this year, while others will continue with COVID precautions in place. So meaning some events will take place but will have COVID precautions, meaning obviously probably hand sanitizer before you enter and all that. But some things are gonna get cancelled. A lot of things are gonna get cancelled, and it's sad. The Vancouver tree lighting, the 75-foot Christmas tree outside Vancouver it's still gonna happen. Obviously, everybody can like take pictures or something like that. There are a lot of things that are cancelled, and it's not surprising that this would come out, especially since you just saw what we just talked about of all the cases that happened over the weekend. I didn't plan on going to a celebration outside of my home. I actually planned on staying home with my family and celebrating Christmas in there. My mom was just complaining actually just yesterday that COVID took away the Christmas spirit from my family for sure. It's proper precautions. We have to take precautions. We can't go out and do this anymore now. So we might visit one thing that's still open. My family and I will probably still visit one thing and then celebrate the rest at home. Maybe call our relatives and celebrate Christmas all together just like that. It's the same Christmas, just inside the house. But some people might still go out and celebrate the events that are still happening. There are a lot of things that are still happening. Like the county lights at the Capilano Suspension Bridge, Lights of Hope at the St. Paul's Hospital, again the Vancouver tree lighting, and visits with Santa. We read that visits with Santa in local malls will not happen. A lot of them won't happen. But some are still gonna do it, but with COVID precautions. I also heard that other local malls are moving their Santa experiences online. So you could be on FaceTime with Santa Claus. If you have a kid and they're wanting to sit on Santa's lap and asking for Christmas presents, I don't think that's gonna happen. It depends where you are. I know for sure that it's not gonna happen anymore. One more thing that's still going on is the peak of Christmas at Grouse Mountain. Ice skating, a live walk, and real reindeer have all returned to Grouse for the 2020 Christmas season. But Santa Claus will not be joining the annual celebration this year because of COVID-19 concerns. I like what they're doing. They didn't cancel everything. Everything can still happen. They didn't cancel almost every single, event for Christmas. Let's talk about actual facts and statements. The latest cases were recorded over 3 reporting periods. 713 were identified from Friday to Saturday, followed by 626 from Saturday to Sunday, and 594 from Sunday to Monday. Provincial Health Officer Dr. Bonnie Henry said altogether the infections pushed BC's active caseload to 7,360, setting a new record for the province. So already, just over this weekend, it's spiked over this. I didn't even know it spiked over the weekend. I hadn't gone out this entire weekend. I hadn't gone outside. We are all feeling the strain, Henry said. This virus doesn't pause though. When we're tired and frustrated and we want it to be over. And it doesn't pause when we're out with our friends, our family members. So as said, please wear a mask when you go outside. Please follow the rules so that we can lower the amount of cases that are still happening. Health officials said that they've received many questions from people trying to understand BC's temporary public health order and how it applies to their lives. Henry encouraged people to focus on the intent behind the restrictions when deciding how to behave. So this is from the doctor. There is a chart here that shows how active and how the cases spiked so much. From March all through March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October to November, it started spiking up late August, early September, went down a bit in October, and now has spiked a lot in November. Active cases have spiked a lot. This is surprising. It's November. We're in the month of November, and this is the time when cases are spiking here in Canada. I've been talking about Canada. It depends where you live, but for sure, it's spiked a lot during November. Way more than what happened in the first 6 months since March, when we had to go into quarantine. This is a lot. Now this part is surprising to me because I'm looking at actual drawings and charts and evidence and actual confirmed statements. But I want to talk about this because I hang out with my friends a lot. And every time I come home, my parents always ask me, did you wash your hands? Did you go out with your friends again? I tell them, yeah, I did. My mom always tells me, Henry once again appealed to the public to heed her latest public health order and reduce social interactions as much as possible, warning that schools and businesses could be forced to close if BC can't get the pandemic back under control soon. So later, if we don't follow the rules, if we don't take the proper precautions, schools will close down and businesses could close down. We might have to go into a second quarantine. I want to go to school. I don't want it to end. It's crazy, yeah, but I want to be in school. I don't want it to end because of some people who are ignorant to follow the rules and take the proper precautions to limit the spread of COVID-19. I do want to help stop the spread of COVID-19. I don't want it spreading, to my friends. I don't want to give it to anybody. I don't want to give it to my parents. I don't want to give it to your parents. If you know me, I don't want to give it to anyone. That's why I'm trying my hardest to prevent the spread of COVID-19. But that's all we have again for today for this video. Thank you so much for listening. This video has been fun to make because I'm actually talking about a serious thing that's going on. This is a whole new thing. I don't know if you guys will like this type of videos too. I just wanted to talk about it since I couldn't keep it in me for more than just talking with my parents. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Again, I have the other video with the collab with TSB Fishing coming soon. And I hope you guys do have a good rest of your night or a good rest of your day. Peace out. It's Mooney.